So today, without wasting much time, we're going to be talking about Ray J and Kim Kardashian. All right, as we all know, they have been going back and forth for years now, since 2007. All right, and the reason they are going back and forth is because Kim Kardashian, according to Ray, broke a contract. All right, now as we all know, they have a private video online. All right, and according to Ray, Kim Kardashian and her mother Kris worked together in order to release that video. And not only did they release the video, they still have some videos within their grabs that the public hasn't seen yet. All right, but mind you, before all this case came out, they had an agreement before. Yeah, Kim and Ray had an agreement, and I'm gonna read out that agreement to you all. As you all know, I do my findings on these cases, I jot them down, and I make sure these informations are legit before I bring them out to the public. All right, so what was the agreement between Ray and Kim? All right, now this is the agreement. The both parties involved, they found a way to settle their case and their differences after the first video was released. All right, now as part of the settlement, both sides reportedly agreed not publicly to revisit the case again. They both agreed that they aren't going to revisit the case again after the first video brought a lot of scandals, all right, online, and it caused a fight between both parties. So they both agreed that they weren't going to bring the case back online. Okay, but what happened thereafter? I'm gonna read it out to you. Like I said, years later, Ray J publicly claimed there were more tapes that hadn't been disclosed, and these tapes were in possession of Kim and Kris Jenner. All right, because after 2007, after the first video was released, and they had an agreement that they weren't going to revisit the case. The case was revisited by Ray. Now this time around, he was claiming that there were more tapes that were still in the hands of Kris and Kim Kardashian. Okay, now according to him, we are to make money, more money from these tapes. Okay, now as we go on, he also made allegations of business dealings and possible legal wrongdoing. Okay, he made these claims, telling the public that Kim Kardashian and her mother are into some illegal business that fetches them money. Okay, now like I said, I did my findings, and Kris Jenner and her daughter Kim Kardashian, they replied to these allegations made by Ray. All right, now Kim and her mother denied these allegations and accused Ray of spreading false claims, stating that according to Ray, remember, Ray said some of the videos of the tape that him and Kim made, not all of them was posted online. All right, according to him, he's stating that Kim and Kardashian still have some of these tapes in their possession. All right, okay, now in court, because Kim Kardashian and her mother Kris Jenner sued Ray. All right, they sued him for character defamation. Now in court filings, Kim Kardashian says Ray J made false statements about her and her mother Kris Jenner, specifically suggesting they were under federal investigation for criminal racketeering activity under RICO laws. She says these accusations were completely untrue. Now, according to Kim and Kris Jenner, they said all accusations made towards them by Ray are all false and they are untrue. Now, on the other hand, Kim states she fears these public statements could jeopardize her ability to become a lawyer. As we all know, Kim wants to become a lawyer as she has been attending law school. But recently, she wrote the bar exams and she failed. All right. Now, because of this, the state California State Bar conducts a strict background and moral character review for licensed candidates, and allegations of criminal misconduct could trigger scrutiny. Now, Kim Kardashian is stating that because of these accusations made by Ray J, it could stop her, or it could be a hindrance to her to becoming a lawyer, because the state bar does conduct a background check both in character and personality, all right, on whoever that wants to become a lawyer. Now, Kim is stating that because of these accusations laid by Ray, it might stop her from becoming a lawyer. Now, Ray responded to what Kim said, all right? And this is what Ray said. Ray vocally dismissed Kim's claim that his comments could derail her legal career, scoffing that she has not yet passed the California bar exam. Now, according to Ray, he's saying, pass the bar exam first before you say that what I'm doing or what I'm saying or the accusations I'm laying against you and your mom is going to stop you. So according to Ray, he's saying Kim is not that smart to pass the exam. Even if she is, she should pass the exam first before complaining or worrying about the background check that the bar is going to run on her. Man, to me that's a low blow from Ray. All right. Now, he stated that a prerequisite before any moral character review could even occur. He's saying that the character review there is a possibility that it would not occur because to him she isn't going to pass the exam, that she isn't that smart. Okay. Now, Ray J is calling Kim and Kris lawsuit nonsense. Okay, he's calling their lawsuit against him nonsense. Remember, they sued him for character defamation, and he's calling their lawsuit nonsense. All right, and he points out that why they deny any federal investigation, they haven't denied any alleged misconduct in their declarations, according to him. Now, what are the legal context? Right here, I have some legal context that I found out. Okay, number one, Kim and Kris Jenner originally filed a defamation lawsuit against Ray over his public comments, linking them to federal criminal investigations. All right, remember, Ray had already come out to say that that Kim and Kris Jenner are under federal investigation because of illegal making of money, that they are making their money illegally, which keeps them under the radar of the federal authorities. All right. Now, Kim and Kris Jenner has originally filed a defamation lawsuit against Ray. Number two, Ray has filed a counter suit. Now, Ray has gone to the court now to file a counter suit, and this is what he said. He claims that Kim and Kris breached a previous settlement agreement by discussing their infamous sex tape, which allegedly prohibited mention of that topic. Now, according to Ray, him and Kim Kardashian, in alliance with her mother Kris Jenner, had a deal that they weren't going to revisit the sex tape case again. But Kim and her mother broke that agreement by revisiting it. So that is why he is countersuing their lawsuit against him. All right. Now, number three, in my findings, neither the defamation case nor the countersuit has been resolved. Both remain active in court. Both cases are both active in court, and none of them has been resolved. All right. Now, like I said, why does this matter to Kim's law career? Now, this whole thing matters to her because, according to what Ray has been stating and been posing, that her and her mother are under federal investigations, it could hinder her dreams of becoming a lawyer. All right. Now, let me read out exactly how it is here. It says, if a licensing board believes false accusations of criminal conduct have some credibility, even if untrue, it can prompt deeper investigation or delays, which is a legitimate concern for any aspiring attorney. All right, you see, that is why this is a very big worry to Kim Kardashian. She's worrying that whatever Ray is saying is going to paint her black when it's time for her to become a lawyer. All right, and this brings us to the current case at hand between Kim and Ray. I'm going to see you all in the next video. As you can all see, you can tap this button here and subscribe to my channel for more celebrity gossips, because I'll be bringing you more. I remain your humble host, Divine.